All right, we're talking about GED playlists. We're talking about division and multiplication of fractions and word problems. So we have this word problem up here. An insurance agent estimates that it takes 2/3 of an hour to process a customer's claim if the agent spends 22 hours per week processing claims. But how many claims can he process in a week? So we have our 4 choices here. So let's take a look at how we're going to go ahead and do this. So we have 22 hours, and we have to split that because each one of them is getting 2/3 of an hour to process. So we want to do a division there. Now we're going to do the keep, change, flip method. So we'll keep, change, and then flip that second fraction. So 22 is just going to remain 22, but we are going to be dealing with a fraction, with another fraction. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this over 1, and that is going to keep it as a fraction, because over 1 is going to keep it the same number. It's not changing it, it just keeps it as a fraction. We're going to change the fraction, or sorry, the multiplication, because it was division, and we're going to flip the second fraction. So this is now going to become 3/2. And that's why I do this, so we have a fraction and another fraction, so it's consistent. Now, if you want, you can simplify if you feel comfortable with that. You look across, see if there's any simplification. 3 is a prime number, so we can't really do anything. Both of these are prime. However, 2 can go into both of these numbers. Now, it can go into itself just once, and it can go into 22 11 times. And now I can go ahead and multiply straight across the top, straight across the bottom, and I can get my answer. 11 times 3 is 33. And then 1 times 1 is just going to be 1. And because anything over 1 is just that number, it's 33 claims. So when I look at my choices, we can see that B is the correct answer for this question. Now we're going to take a look at the next question below it, and this says that a fluorescent lighting panel has 12 5/8 inches wide. It has 3 panels that are installed as shown below. What will be the width in inches of the combined panels? So again, you can see 4 choices there, and there's a diagram. Now, really important on this one, you can kind of use a little bit of common sense with this one. So when we're taking a look at this, you could do addition here if you really felt more comfortable. It's completely up to you. But if you're looking at this, the whole numbers kind of help give away at least taking one of these options out. So 12, 12, and 12 is 36. So automatically the first choice is out. Now they all are in eighths, so that doesn't help any of things. That's not going to necessarily give anything away. But you could do this as an addition problem if you felt more comfortable. But this is how you're going to do it as a multiplication problem. So the first thing I'm going to do is change this mixed number to an improper fraction. So you're going to take the numerator, add that to the product of the whole number and the denominator. So 12 times 8, you're going to do first. And when you do that, you're going to get 96. Plus that 5, and you're going to get 101 over 8. And again, anything that is an improper fraction is always over the number that you started with in the denominator. Now this is going to be times 3. You can put it over 1, keep it consistent, so you have fraction times a fraction. And then you can multiply across. This should be pretty easy to do. 101 3 times is going to be 303 over 8 times 1, which is 8. Now, unfortunately, there was nothing we could do with that as far as making it easier. Now we're going to see how many times can 8 go into 30. So we saw some possible choices here. So we know 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 4 is going to end up being too high, right? Because that's going to be 32. So if I do this, 8 goes into 30 a total of 3 times. I'm just going to show it to you guys so you can see. So we've got 8 going in here 3 times, which is 24. Subtract this, you're going to end up with 6. We're going to bring the 3 down. And then you're going to say, okay, so 8 can go into 63 how many times? Well, it can't go in 8 times because 8's too much, unfortunately. So it can only go 7 times. And so that's going to be 56. And then you're just going to do 63 minus 56. So when you do that, if you have to, let me move this down. So we're going to do 63 divided by minus 56, and that's going to give me 7. Now there's nothing here left over. So what we're gonna have left is, this is your kind of your remainder, but we do have this as the denominator. So we've got 7 and then over 8. So that's how I got that. So 7 is your numerator, 8's your denominator. And so we're looking for 37 and 7/8. And when you look, you can see that C is the proper answer. If you want more questions like this, find them on my YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at E1 Algebra. All these are located in the GED playlist. Don't forget to like, share, and follow me for more. And let me know how you do on that GED.